Hi guys, so today I'm showing you how to do this look. It is, especially for Valentine's, it's quite simple, not too over the top. Maybe if you're going on a first date, you don't want to scare someone with big red lips and massive eyelashes. It's quite natural, quite neutral, and that's kind of the sort of look that I wanted to achieve. Everything that I used in this video will be listed down below, so just please look there first before you need to ask me anything. I hope you enjoy the video. So what I like to do is start off with more of a skin tone to get it on my lids so it looks a little bit more natural looking, and the one that I'm using is by Technique and it's just this one up here. So I'm just gonna take an eyeshadow brush and then I tap this on. See, I don't really want it to look like anything, I just want it to sort of create a nice base in a sense. Sometimes fingers are the best tools to just blend stuff out a little bit. So it doesn't look like there's too much on my eyes. It is very natural, very neutral colours, which is what I want. So what I want to do is start to get a little bit of pink in there now. The palette that I'm using from now is from 17, which is available at Boots. And down the bottom we have this pinky shimmery shade, which is beautiful. Just gonna start that off in the middle of my eyelid. It's a nice shimmery pink. What I'm gonna do with this one is just bring it down here under my lash line a little bit. What I'm gonna do now is go back to that first palette I used and use this nice darker pink, and I'm just gonna take that on my brush and put it in the crease. Now I want to focus the darkness on the outside of the eye just so it opens your eyes and makes them look a lot more pretty, like so. Bring it under a little bit. You don't want to bring it around too much just because you don't want to fill all this with red or pinks, because it's going to look like you've got an eye infection and you really don't want your date to think that. A little bit messy at the moment, just going to take a blending brush to blend that out a little bit. After that's blended out, it looks like this. As you can see, it's not too much, it's quite subtle. If I take you out, you can see what it looks like. It doesn't look like too much. You don't want it to be too dark, too heavy. You want it very, very light, very neutral, with a little bit of colour in there to make it a little bit Valentine's Day related. I'm just going to take this colour here. This is like a highlight colour. And this is from a number 7 palette I have, and all I'm going to do is kind of brighten up my eyes a little bit. Of this nice bright colour here, I am just going to pat it around the inner corner of my eye. The eyeshadow, I'm just going to leave it like that because I think any more and it's going to look too much when I've got eyeliner and everything on. Next thing I want is to line my eyes. I'm just going to do the top, I think, and do maybe just a little bit of a brown on the bottom. I have this brown shimmery liquid eyeliner from Barry M, which I do like. The applicator on it isn't very nice, it's quite thick, and I want a very, very thin line, so bear with me. So finish my eyeliner, it looks like this. Usually I would use black, but I think black would be much too harsh. The next thing you want to do is apply mascara. Wait till your liner's dried a little bit though, otherwise you'll have problems to deal with. Don't cag it up too much. The one that I'm going to be using is by MAC and it's called False Lashes, and it just looks like this. So my lashes are done. I do really like this mascara. I've tried not to put too much on to make it look not overpowering. What I am going to be doing is putting a lovely pair of lashes on by MAC. While my lashes are drying, this would usually be the point I would apply blush or bronzer, but I've already actually filmed a video today of my face routine, so I've got bronzer on already. I may just put a little bit of pink in there to soften it up. Now what you could use, a lot of people love this and ask me about this. It is by Avon and it is a like blush stick. It's called Powder Pink, that's the colour of it. Don't know if you can still get these, but it's by the Colour Trend range. It's very good, it blends out quite nicely. Also, this is very old, so excuse the state of it. This is a blush by e.l.f. Very, very cheap, but it gives a very lovely pink tone. So that's the one I'm going to be using today. So I'm just going to be using my finger because the only brush I use to put blush or bronzer on is actually covered in the dark colour bronzer, so it's not going to make sense. So I've just put it on my finger. And what I'm going to do is do a little pout / smile. This is kind of where I'm going to put it, so just dab this. Make sure you don't put too much blush on because you're just going to look like you're embarrassed the whole time. So what I'm going to do now is put a little bit of liner under my bottom lashes, and this is by 17, which is available at Boots, and it's just a chubby eye pencil in the colour silver. Very simple. What I'm going to do is just put mascara on my bottom lashes now, and the one that I'm using is by Avon. It's called Super Shock. Bottom lashes are done. What I'm going to do now is take my false lashes by MAC. As you can see, they've been worn before. And my eyelash glue, which I need a new one because it doesn't actually close anymore. And I'm going to put those on my top lashes. So while my lashes were drying, which are now completely done, I think they're really, really nice lashes, definitely recommend them. I'm gonna just do my lips. I'm just taking this lip liner by Lacura and line my lips. And the lipstick I am taking is by CoverGirl. It's so old, it's one of my favourite ones. It's a really nice pinky colour, but it doesn't come out like colour, it's more like sheer. This is the finished makeup. It's very simple, not too over the top, which is what we want, especially if you're just going on a date for Valentine's Day. You don't want to overdo it and kind of scare them off. So it's nice and neutral. Obviously you can dress it up, dress down, depending on what you wear. I just have on like a pink blouse, and with short hair you can't actually do much of it, which is a little bit annoying, but I've just put it half up. Messed up the back a little bit, so just put in some little studs to hopefully make the whole thing look a bit more prettier. I am completely done. I think this would look so much better if I had lovely long luscious hair, but I don't, and my extensions don't really match anymore, so this hair is gonna have to do, but hopefully you like how it turned out. So that is everything from me today. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, links to my Instagram, Facebook and Tumblr are down below, so if you want to come over and follow me, that would be awesome. You get all the extra stuff, which is really cool. Apart from that, I hope you have a lovely day. Please do let me know what you think of this look, and if you want me to do different makeup looks, let me know. Yes, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.
All in the name of love.